Hi, my name is Brittany Love. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I want to make this super quick but very pointed. If you are openly on social media claiming to be a Christian, telling people about your faith and how God is doing things for you and how, all the things, right? Trying to make this quick. I really, really, really just want to admonish you, to encourage you, to challenge you in love to please consider what you are posting. This is not meant to make you feel condemned. This is not meant to make you feel bad. This is not bashing. This is just a desire to see people live and present what they say they believe in. That's all this is. If I come to you and I ask you, can I borrow some sugar? I want to make sure that what you're giving me is sugar and not salt. You know what I mean? Like, just give me what you say you're going to give me. And if Jesus is Lord of your life, not just someone that gets you out of hell, not just someone that sounds good to make you a little bit of a better person. If he is the Lord of your life, which means you are in this world, but your citizenship is not where you currently live, wherever that may be, but your citizenship is in heaven with Jesus. If that is where you believe your true citizenship is, regardless of where you live here on this earth, you know eventually this body's going to pass away, this world is going to pass away, and you are going to go where there will be no more sickness, no more death, no more dying, no more pain, all that stuff, right? Then the way we show up online matters. It matters. And even for myself, I'm not just saying this for you, I'm saying this for myself. There are guardrails that I should operate by more times than not. You're not going to do it perfect. I'm not going to do it perfect. But more times than not, am I following these guardrails or am I going off? And if you are going to be online, there is a certain level of accountability you are now inviting upon yourself as a follower of Christ because of who you have influence over or who you can share content with, and I just want you to take that seriously, and I want you to be healthy, and I want your content to be healthy and holy, set apart. That's all that means, set apart, right? And so when somebody comes on your page or it's a part of your ministry, your in person, whatever it is, however you share, are they getting the character, the nature of God? Are they experiencing that? Because if all of your content is about how it's going to be better, it's going to get better, God's going to do something great, there's going to be an abundant life. But we don't also include that Paul said that he wants to know Christ in his suffering. Y'all, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? If many of the people, depending on where you live, are being persecuted for their faith, and some of them will say they don't want the persecution to stop because for them, it is producing a level of faith in them that they could never imagine. The church is booming. It's growing because they're really having to put their rubber to the road. Either I believe this or I don't. And they are going after God. You know what I mean? And they're inviting people to come along with them because they know even if they die, what does it matter if a man can kill the body? The person you should be afraid of is the one who has control over your soul and where it goes. Okay, so I was going to keep this short, but I hope you get my point. So the reason why I brought that up is because people are being persecuted. And if your gospel, now, of course, there is a general level of, God is doing something here that might be a little bit different here. But there should be a through line, okay? There should be, if it works here, it should work over here. And if you're telling me the only way I know that I'm blessed is because I'm getting everything that I want, God has given me houses, this, that, and people are losing houses, their businesses are getting burnt down, their families are being attacked because they believe in Jesus, help me out. Make it make sense. Now, does that mean God can't bless you? Of course not. Of course he will bless you and you will get those things. But Sermon on the Mount, it says, blessed are those who are persecuted, who are reviled for my sake. Like it has to line up. And I mean, I can give so many other examples, but if you have the checklist already, I'm so glad. I hope that you go through it. Again, as I said on the first page, don't use this to be legalistic. Don't use this to condemn yourself. That's not what this is about. It's about saying, generally, more times than not, the way I go about my life is to make sure that I have these guardrails to protect me, to protect my followers from me so that they don't think I'm some great, amazing person. There is guardrails that keep me in line, right? That keep people's expectations in line. If you're going to come to Christ, you're going to die. You're going to suffer. You are going to have to give up things that you want so badly for the sake of loving and knowing Christ and loving his people well. You're going to have to do that. And alongside, there's going to be beautiful moments. There's going to be joy. There's going to be blessings you could never imagine. He's going to do it, but it's going to be both. It's going to be both. Okay. Fifth close. Please, 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 please don't use this to beat somebody over the head with, to beat your own self over the head with. That's not what this is. But use this as a way to begin to have an internal filter that is healthy and that is holy. And so when people come to engage in your content, it is truly refreshing and it's something different. They might not be able to put their finger on it. They might not know, exactly, but there's something different about how she represents or he represents Christ and how what I'm doing. She's not talking about people. He's not talking about people, but I do that. But I'm claiming to love Jesus. You got to get in that word. There's a scripture that talks about God does not like a lying tongue. We skip over that so much. Well, I ain't sleeping with nobody. Well, I ain't getting drunk all the time. But you lie all the time. Okay. Again, this is not meant to be condemning or anything like that. Oh my gosh, I have such a strong desire. Y'all, God, he cares. He cares about our heart before him and before people. Do you know? I think it was David in the Psalms. He lived so uprightly before God that, oh my gosh, what's the scripture? I'm going to butcher it. But he said something like, go check. Now, I'm assuming this is before, he had the big issue. But go and check, or go, something he tells God where he says, like, go talk to the people to confirm that, God, I am living right before you. I'm doing this. So why aren't you doing something? Oh my gosh, I'm probably butchering this so bad. I'm going to see if I can find it and insert it. If not, I'm going to take this part out of the video. But, oh my goodness. Okay. Final close. Just be healthy and holy in what you post, because it matters. And how you live is what is going to have impact. That's what holds weight. When people can confirm that, no, she really is like this. He really is like this. So if you have it, if you have the checklist and you're watching this, thank you so much. I hope that it helps you to just honor God well and love people well. And if you don't have it and you're coming across this video on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and you would like to get the checklist, then please click the link somewhere around here, bio, description, comment, somewhere. Find the link and get the checklist and begin to work through what you're sharing, what you're posting, what you're creating, the maybe the para ministry that you have, whatever it might be, begin working through that checklist so that you can have begin to develop an internal healthy and holy checklist, so that when you put out content or do in-person events, whatever it is, but when you share what God has given you, you can share it with the life to back it up, with the heart to back it up, with the intent that is pure and right, and that is honoring to God, that there's a reverential respect for God in what you share. Okay, all right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. May the Lord give you the grace, the wisdom, the understanding, the knowledge on how to do what He's put in your heart to do, because He's prepared good works in advance for us to do. He's prepared them, so they're created for you to do, but do them well. Do them well.